So initially, I wasn't going to say anything about this. I was just gonna let it go and just say fuck it and accept that skill-based matchmaking was a thing. But it's just getting to the point that I gotta say something. And on top of it, also too, inadvertently, the subreddit for Call of Duty Cold War, is blocking the feedback and criticisms for skill-based matchmaking. Let me explain that real quick because that's the reason why I'm making a video about this. I basically tried to make a post advocating for the removal of skill-based matchmaking, and given that that's a common like trend and a thing that everyone's saying, my post was taken down because it was too similar to other posts being made. And that's all well and good until you think about how many people probably have done the exact same thing and had the exact same thing happen to them. It's almost as if an inadvertent, if not underhanded, damage control that the subreddit is being restricted from showing and posting threads about skill-based matchmaking. And I think that's atrocious. I understand that that's probably not what they intended with the filter, but the fact that skill-based matchmaking is such a talked about subject about literally everywhere else, and then the one place that people go to discuss Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War doesn't allow for people to voice about skill-based matchmaking freely, I'm sure you see a problem with that, because I certainly do. Like, it's one thing if people are giving just constructive feedback, I guess. Like, there's a fine line between people who are trying to be heard and a topic being overdone. And I feel that the topic of skill-based matchmaking goes under the umbrella, if you will, of needs to be talked about and voices need to be heard, as opposed to it's just an overdone topic. I don't think that this topic is done enough. Obviously, if there's not a lot of reason to talk about it, then you shouldn't have people talking about it. Like, there are flamers, there are people who just bitch and moan about everything, or just one specific thing, I guess, in this instance. And it's one thing to sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, it's a vocal minority, we'll go ahead and we get it. That's one thing. I feel like that if there's this many people talking about a subject, you should not be doing any measures to censor that large and vocal majority. It's when it's no longer the minority and then the majority of people, and you're sitting there and actively trying to silence them, is when I get a problem with that. Because if you look, I tried to post saying basically, fuck skill-based matchmaking, and then naturally the automatic filter kicked in, was like, oh, well, yeah, we know. Okay, shut up. And I was all like, I don't think that's a really positive and constructive way about going about this. So I tried to appeal to them. I was all like, it's not about causing an uproar or adding fuel to the fire. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying this because it's the cool thing to be said. I'm not dedicating an entire evening just to be a part of the group. I'm saying this because I feel like it's a fucking problem. And so many other people do. And we've been talking about it forever. And now that I'm actually trying to play this fucking game, and I go in and I'm a decent player. Like, I'm not the best at it. I'm not a fucking shitter either. I'm not good. I'm not a fucking professional, but I'm not terrible. I feel like I should be, if you were to put me against the average Call of Duty player, I should be able to hold my own. And then to just be thrown into a lobby full of people who are sliding around every corner, fucking camping, sniping, doing everything they can to win. Like, I get it. I'm okay with going against one or two guys like that in a lobby. But when the whole lobby is like that, I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to sit there and sweat my ass off. That's what ranked is for. And why the fuck don't we have ranked yet? Like, that's what really gets me. That's the thing that pisses me off. If I was to be fighting for a rank for this bullshit, then I probably wouldn't be touching that rank yet, because I'm trying to upgrade my weapons. I'm just trying to grind away so I can be competitive. I'm trying to figure out new things and trying to figure out the loadouts that will work for me. But I can't do that when freaking Phase Jev over here, 2.0, is quickscoping, and not even quickscoping, like he's not even doing something cool. He's just sitting there and sweating his ass off. And it's not just him, it's Jev 3.0 and 4.0 and 5.0. It's the whole fucking lobby. So what I started to decide, there just came a game where I was just like, fuck it, you know what? This isn't fun for me. I'm just gonna throw my account. You know what? Screw the statistics. Screw the 1.5 to 2.0 KD that I try to aim to keep. I don't care about that anymore because the game isn't fun. I don't care about my win-loss ratio being 2.0, 3.0 if I'm not having fun with the game. So what I've elected to do, what I've opted to do, the shitty thing that I've decided to do is to just throw the whole account. Just do shit and just act like I'm playing drunk for 20, 30, 10, 5, however many games it takes for me to get into a balanced lobby. Because I don't care about going against 10 other shitty fucking... Or, excuse me, against 10 other good players. I want that mix of shitty players mixed in with the good players. I don't want to feel like that I'm competing for a tournament that doesn't exist. I want to be playing against people who are not only better than me, but also people who are, you know, just some variety. That's all I'm asking for here. Also, hey, here's a concept that I want you all to understand. If the system is actively trying to maintain a fair experience for you, like, you know, an experience where you'll win some, you'll lose some, and it's specifically putting, I don't know the exact math, but I'm sure it uses a similar system to basically every other fucking game where you have a rank, where you have, in this case, it's a hidden rank, and then it puts you in a lobby with a bunch of other people who are either a same rank, a lower rank, or a higher rank. And what I assume the system is doing is basically deciding for you, before you even get into the lobby, okay, so this guy, this fucker right here has been winning so many games. He's been winning too many games. He got a 3.0 KD last game. We can't have him doing that, so we're going to go ahead and put him in a lobby with all the really good players, so that way his KD just straight tanks. Like, I remember, I just started the game, my KD was like 3.0, or yeah, it was like 2 or 3.0. I don't remember which one, but I actually think it was 2.0. So, you know, it's not as impressive, but, you know, I still think that 2.0 is pretty good for general skill-based for just public lobbies. And then just after a couple games, once it figured out, like, oh wow, this guy's really good, or at least decent, he just shit on literally everyone. Like, he won that game by a whole mile. I only been playing free-for-all because, like I said, I'm just trying to grind my weapons. I don't care about anything else other than grinding my weapons. So when you do that, it no longer matters what your number is. If the system is constantly pushing and trying to keep you at, on average, a 1.0 win-loss ratio and a 1.0 KD, it doesn't matter what your fucking statistics are. It's no longer cool to sit there and be like, hey, my fucking KD is 2.0, because chances are, if you sit there and brag about it long enough, the game's going to say something by putting you in lobbies where you're only going to be going like 0.5, 0.25 until you average back out to 1.0. It's no longer about how good you are, and it's about the system trying to maintain an average for you. And I just think that's complete bullshit. It's like, I don't even want to play the fucking game anymore. That's really what it's come down to. I don't want to play this fucking game just to get my ass kicked. You know, I want to win because I'm good, but I also don't want to be, I don't want the game to sit there and put me in my place. You know what I mean? It feels like the game is underhandedly, you know what? No, not even underhandedly, overhandedly putting me in my place. Because there's no way in fuck can I go from getting 2.0 KD down to 0.25. 0.25 KD between 4 matches. Like, literally, it's essentially one good one and then one bad one. One good one and then bad one. Maybe one good one and then one good one and then 2 bad ones maybe. But it always averages out. And I feel like the system is doing that on purpose, because the moment I get in a groove, I get knocked out of it. Fuck skill-based matchmaking, and fuck whoever has a system and whoever invented this system. Whoever is in Activision right now and basically calling the shots on the skill-based matchmaking shit, fuck you. Straight up. Fuck you. You're a fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit. I don't like you. You don't care about you don't care about the experience. You care about making sure everyone has their own little fucking space to play in, which is fine for ranked, but not for fucking pubs. I'm here to just have a normal fucking game, not basically have the system decide for me before I even get into the game if I'm going to win or lose. That's bullshit. And I think you should fucking quit, you should be fired, and get fucked. Thank you, goodbye.